As of November 2024, US dollars outlook remains cautiously bullish, supported by the Federal Reserve's higher for longer stance on interest rates. While US economic resilience and inflation persist, traders are moderating expectations for immediate rate cuts, with the dollar maintaining strength relative to other major currencies like the euro and yen. Key data such as labour reports and core inflation continue to underpin the Fed's hawkish outlook. However, uncertainty remains around potential policy adjustments if inflation softens or economic growth falters, which could shift market sentiment and impact the dollar's trajectory. G'day folks, welcome back to another update on the US dollar. At first we look at the major trends. We've got the monthly, the weekly and the daily. So first off on the monthly, you'll notice here we're still below the moving averages of the CCI 150, giving us a somewhat bearish outlook. We had a bullish month last month, and this month so far in November we've got a very small bearish candle. But notice also, if I zoom out on the monthly first, we did have this bearish divergence, lower highs on the CCI versus higher highs on the price, and I've drawn a Fibonacci back to that recent low. You can see that it's been fluctuating in that 23-38% level, and that's our minimum retrace target level to be aware of. Now, has it completed that, and it may well bounce from there, or will it continue further to the downside? At the moment, the CCI is giving us a bearish outlook, so it's more favoured towards the downside at the moment. Now, if we look at that was the monthly. So if we look at the weekly, now the weekly has been bullish for a number of weeks now, and last couple of weeks it's actually pulling back again. You can see there the CCI is weakening, coming back to its moving averages, so we may see it fall further possibly. There's no divergence on the weekly. On the daily, that's just a fresh breakout to the downside of the CCI, so it's a fresh breakout in terms of going short only. On the smaller time frames, you can see that it's broken into that moving average range of the price chart. Now back here we did have a bullish divergence, higher lows versus lower lows on the price, and this actually bounced and went and broke straight through our minimum 23-38% Fibonacci level, and it's actually gone about 100% at that level there. Let me just draw the Fibonacci's on that. So if you draw the Fibonacci back to that recent high before that divergence started, it's actually touched that 100% retrace level. If you took it back to that level, it's also broken above the 61% Fibonacci, or even if you go ultimately to that high there, it's still higher than the 60, and it's currently fluctuating around the 61% Fibonacci level. So quite a bit of a pullback, hasn't quite broken up higher towards this key resistance. So at the moment, predominantly short positions to be taken on the intraday timeframes. So if you look at the intraday charts, again, here's our daily as a reference. We only take short trades on the intraday. And let me just zoom in a bit here. You can see here we had a few divergence. Let me just blow that up. We had a bullish divergence here versus lower lows on the price. It broke up, hit our minimum target. That went as almost as high as about the 50% level. We had another little bearish divergence there. That broke down. A bullish divergence there. That broke up. Ultimately had a triple bottom, almost a full bottom there on the price off that minus support. You can see there it bounced way higher than that 100% level. And now more longer term on the 1 hour time frame, we've got this bearish divergence versus higher highs in the price. It's reached that peak, and I've drawn a target range there. Let me draw that Fibonacci for you again. So from that high to that low, that's at 23-38% target range. So that's a minimum retrace it'll hit. We expect it to actually hit that range. It might actually just kiss it and then bounce from there, or it could actually fluctuate within that range for a while, or alternatively it might break through there. So I'll keep an eye on that, and we take it one step at a time. Can't predict exactly where it's going to stop, but at the moment looks like it will drop further in the coming hours. To support the channel more, hit that like and subscribe button and share the video. For added benefits and the cost of a coffee, consider subscribing to the Patreon page, where we look at weekly scans of bullish trending shares and insider trades that may have occurred. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.